cool story, bro.
You ever have that time, that awkward moment, where your friend tells you a really stupid story, and you have nothing to say? Well, today, I'm gonna teach you the same. The most ultimate shutdown you have ever heard. You ready? Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Now that's a really cool story, bro! Cool story, babe! Cool story, bro! Now that's a pretty cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Now that's a really cool story, bro! Cool story, babe! Cool story, bro! Now that's a pretty cool story, bro! You meet my friend, yo. Yeah, he was such a bro. I wish he never told those stupid stories, now. They waste my time like Facebook. Yeah, they screw up my life. I try to not pay attention, escape to a new dimension. His voice is so annoying, it causes me to scream. If he didn't have these stories, then this wouldn't have to be. Then why in the censored are you telling this to me? Does it look like I want to hear your stories? No, I don't. You should have a chapter where you'll just shut up before I get all my white friends to beat you up. Now, does that sound fun, bro? No, it don't. Try to pack on me now, bro. No, you won't. He just goes on and on. I wanna try to be a bro, but then he tells me a story about how he cleans his toes. He finally stops talking, and I say the most ultimate shutdown you have heard today. Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Now that's a really cool story, bro! Cool story, babe! Cool story, bro! Now that's a pretty cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Now that's a really cool story, bro! Cool story, babe! Cool story, bro! Now that's a pretty cool story, bro! Now, bro, I have this cool story to tell you, so make sure you listen with your ears. What? This one time I ate a big juicy sandwich. Cool story, bro! Does it look like I care? One day I was bored, so I was talking to the wall. It was speaking through my mind, giving me garbage. Loads and loads and loads of garbage, so I took out the trash. Cool story, bro! One day I was strolling with my coonskin cap. I met a really cool guy, he had some really big sacks. I asked him how to Dougie, but he taught me how to rap. And when you smile, I smile. Cool story, bro! A long time ago, before high definition, I was dancing to the beat, burning up like fuel without a mission. Why I was wearing a sweatshirt, I don't have a clue, though I remember being constipated. Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Now that's a really cool story, bro! Cool story, babe! Cool story, bro! Now that's a pretty cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Cool story, bro! Now that's a really cool story, bro! Cool story, babe! Cool story, bro! Now that's a